Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Too Weird I Didn't Watch, the show where we make fun of movies based on nothing but their odd descriptions.
I'm Brantley.
I'm Al, and I'll be reading this week not off of the back of a DVD, Brantley, but I took a picture of the back of a DVD that I found at Walmart that was all kung fu genre mashup stuff. If you listen to our Patreon only episode, you can hear one of those being read. But today, we're going to talk about Shaolin versus Evil Dead.
As in the Sam Raimi semi-horror series?
No, just, other Evil Dead, generic Evil Dead. Sam Raimi doesn't have a copyright on dead people who are also evil. There's lots of people who are dead that are evil, right?
Yes.
Sure. The action-filled, supernatural fantasy Shaolin vs. Evil Dead stars martial arts superstar Gordon Liu as Brother White.
Not expecting the name of Gordon. That was not the name I was expecting.
I mean, it could have been like Gary or Mike. I guess Mike could be a Korean type name.
Brother White. Is he a white guy? Because that's racist.
Yes, as Brother White. No, I think he's Thai. A roving priest and maestro of all things supernatural.
All of them. I've seen vampires, I've seen werewolf, I've seen Cthulhu.
I'm trying to think of I know all about that Jesus guy. He's supernatural.
He's pretty cool. Nice guy. People get his message way wrong.
I met up with
chilled with Allah, hung out with the Buddha.
Yeah, all the supernaturals. I'm good on witches. Anyway, during his latest mission, which he's just he's a priest.
Maybe he's a missionary.
I know some missionaries. They don't refer to their what they're doing as a mission.
My brother, who is a missionary, does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a way that I had heard that term.
I mean,
used.
He doesn't phrase it like he's on a mission from the church to go do a thing, but he's like, I went on a mission.
Okay. One that involves accompanying several vampires to their burial site. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's not like, I must kill these vampires. He's like, all right, you guys need to rest in peace. Like, you're probably...
You guys were cursed for this. You probably... Those here did not ask for it. Can't let you eat people, but I can help you...
Get back to where you won't have to.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a good movie by itself, or at least a good premise.
It's like a 310 to Yuma, but with a supernatural twist.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the vampires are fighting their sheep people, only hopefully
and the people
done well.
around them, of course, don't like them because they're vampires, and so they're trying to kill them. And the guy's like, "I swore to protect them."
So he's defending them with kung fu.
Yes, I don't know why he had a Western accent. I mean, I was going with the 310 to Yuma thing.
I'm a Shaolin monk. I'm gonna take you down, pilgrim. They get those Bruce Lee noises in.
Anyway, during his latest mission to do that, he stumbles across his old nemesis. The vile Brother Black.
Of course.
Whose modus operandi involves annihilating the souls of the dead in lieu of guiding them to a higher plane of reincarnation.
So...
What we just said, essentially.
So Kung Fu Abraham Van Helsing.
Possibly. Is in the Van Helsing anime, is there people who are trying to help the vampires ascend and he's against that?
Oh, in the Helsing anime?
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I was talking about the character from the Stoker
novel.
Okay.
Well,
that the name is drawn from.
I didn't. You said first name, so I was just thought you're
his name is Abraham Van Helsing.
I know it is, but I forgot.
And I gave you the first name to help. Come on, man.
So you're saying that this guy is the good guy of our vampire novels.
From our perspective, he's trying to kill the vampires.
Yeah.
That's the guy we normally root for, whereas this guy is trying to kind of also do that, but allow them to pass on to the afterlife, whereas this guy's evil, they must die.
You think Dracula would have benefited from one of these guys who would help him pass on?
I think Dracula would have eaten this guy.
Maybe. I mean, he was pretty long for this life. Anyway.
A little long in the tooth, you might say?
Yes.
Ha.
Black's intense envy of Brother White drives him to the point of summoning a towering, seemingly unstoppable evil, which White must draw on all his resources to combat. To fight.
Combat?
Yeah. No, but you want to put the emphasis on the last syllable if it's to fight. Combat is, it's the noun, whereas he must combat it is the verb, right?
It's the same word, man.
But the emphasis is different based on the usage.
English is not that complex, and
Yes,
tenses.
English is super
In
complex.
tenses, it's not.
I think it is.
That's why we don't have gendered pronouns and the like.
The film ends abruptly without resolution because of a planned sequel, which is previewed in the end credits.
That's a downer.
I read some.
Do you have the sequel?
I do, yes. We're going to talk about that in a second. But
Awesome.
I read some reviews of this that were like, this movie was boring until we got to the end credits, and they're like, here's what's coming up next. It's like, why didn't you just put that in this movie? You're like, it's up in like a tiny square portion of the screen, and as the credits roll, they're like, tune in next time as we show all these fights. We didn't see any of that crap. This is better lighting, better choreography. You had the budget to shoot it, and you've put it in like a tiny frame on the DVD. Makes no sense, is what the reviewers were saying.
I like the premise.
Shaolin versus Evil Dead 2 Ultimate Power is what we're talking about next, Brantley.
All right.
It's more zombies and vampires.
Is that the towering evil was like a really tall zombie?
Maybe, or maybe it's like a bunch of zombies all squished together. There's
I'm picturing like a
Clive Barker story about that.
Like a kaiju made out of zombies like holding together.
That's just Godzilla. Shin Godzilla, right?
Yeah, but now there's a priest kung fu fighting it.
I guess it's a spoiler also. Too bad.
It's also not really what Shin Godzilla is.
It's a discussion for another time. Fair enough. It's more zombies and vampires as the master killer. Master killer is capitalized here, which that's not his name.
Killer.
Gordon Liu is the guy from the last one. He wasn't called Master Killer. He was called Brother White.
That's his old identity before he was helping the dead pass on, when he was just a slayer of zombies and vampires.
Is he a master killer, or he's a killer of masters?
He killed their master. That's why Brother Black is so against him.
Okay.
Either one. I don't care. I'm doing kung fu poses behind you, just so you know.
I can't see you. I'm sorry.
That's cool. Doesn't help the podcast either.
It's more of a, Master Killer returns in this highly anticipated sequel to Shaolin versus Evil Dead. I'm going to take issue with the highly anticipated. I mean,
you just said everybody was more excited for the parts that were in the end credits. That was like coming soon.
In the 10 reviews that made it onto IMDb, this is not a widely followed movie.
Maybe not in America. Where's this from? Taiwan?
I think so, but it was like Kickstarted and stuff.
I mean, movies tend to be more popular in their home country. Tend to, not at the hard and fast rule.
I did not anticipate it, Brantley, so it doesn't count if anybody was anticipating it.
Germany.
His fellow Taoist priest, Hack, has been turned into a vampire, and he must use all his power to stop Hack and his legion of vampires from bringing eternal darkness to the nation.
Is Hack Brother Black?
I don't think so, although they are both priests, and the implication in the last one was that Brother Black was dabbling in some stuff that maybe was beyond his control.
I mean, he did summon an unstoppable giant evil.
Yeah. So maybe that is Brother Black's name, is Hack. It does not say that. I'm making that connection. It could be not that.
Yeah, it doesn't say who played him, so it's hard to tell.
Yes.
Unless he, it says Dr. Bromley, so I was going to say maybe he killed Brother Black in the last one, and this guy's just taking up the new antagonist role, but
Could be. I do enjoy, I hope that they're continuing this idea that the vampires can be redeemed somehow.
Maybe Hack was one of the vampires, and that's why he's helping them, is because he was a fellow priest who became a vampire but wants to be put to rest using whatever the Taoist priests do.
Maybe.
But at this point, he's like corrupted by whatever Brother Black was doing, and now he's just like, I am a vampire!
But do you think that this guy is gonna, I mean, obviously there's gonna be kung fu fighting. Everybody will be kung fu fighting.
Oh, whoa.
But do you think that this is going to be his journey to try to get these people back to, maybe not to human form, but at least to rest? Or is he just going to kick them until they turn into dust?
I think the twins turning more towards that, which the other one is more interesting, and that's why I was on board.
Yeah.
So if it's not that, I've kind of stopped caring, because it sounds like maybe a more rad version of the Golden Vampires. Or was it 7 Golden Vampires? 12? I don't know, 15?
I don't know. You saw that movie. I didn't. 89
Golden Vampires?
It was 80. Yeah. Now that I think that was right, actually, Brantley. It was definitely 89 Golden Vampires.
Such an arbitrary number.
It rolls off the tongue so well.
That movie would suck so much more, because it'd be like every minute they have to kill a vampire just to knock down the body. Well, there's another one. There's another one. Kick that one.
Next up, we have Kung Fu Zombie. We don't have another sequel to Shaolin versus Evil Dead, but we do have more kung fu related supernatural stuff going on.
All right.
A criminal comes to town in order to kill Billy Chong over a past dispute.
Okay.
But instead of getting his own hands dirty, he hires a Taoist wizard to animate some zombies to do the job for him.
Guns also exist.
Maybe not in this world. I mean, this is a world with a Taoist wizard that can reanimate zombies. I could see, for the purpose of fiction, maybe they did not have this take place in a world with guns.
It could also be cheaper to hire real people to murder them. You're just trying to kill one dude. Why do you need an army of zombies?
Well, I'm going to assume Billy Chong is probably pretty hard to kill.
Whereas zombies are infamously not.
I
feel
guess.
like dudes would be better. And better at following orders and smarter and all around better.
Well, this next sentence is going to be a shock to you then, Brantley. The plan goes horribly awry. And the bad guy ends up getting killed in his own trap.
You freaking moron.
We're not even halfway through the description yet, and already the guy who wanted to bring the zombies is back is like, whoop!
I picture, like, there's, like, the credits kind of goes over the backstory, and then there's this big dramatic scene, the wizard summons them, and the zombies just turn and eat them.
No.
Just within the first 10 minutes.
This
went awry!
This was so predictable! This pisses off the villain's spirit, and he forces the priest to reincarnate him.
You screwed up. You had me make zombies. Yeah, they killed me. Jerk. Fix this.
Only they can't find a suitable body. I feel like the guy was like, well, I can just put you back in your body. He's like, it's got holes bitten out of it.
It's not suitable at all. I died from it the first time.
Meanwhile, an undead fiend of sorts comes to town to kill Billy's father over some other past dispute. So you have, like, completely unrelated to the zombies and the lich, apparently, that this guy turns into. Some other undead dude comes to town, and he doesn't want to kill Billy. He wants to kill Billy's dad. It's like that endless cycle.
I like the idea that Billy doesn't know any of this is going on. He's going as like a farmer or something.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like a vampire coming after his grandpa.
But it's
a
like
werewolf coming after his great grandpa.
The different monsters keep getting each other's way, and they fight to the death, and the family is completely unaware of this. It's like, we keep finding weird bones. Yeah, we think there's like, bears or something in the woods.
This is where all of Billy's kung fu training comes in handy. And he manages to kill the attacker.
Isn't it undead?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we kill zombies a lot, so fine.
Maybe he just stuck his hand into it and pulled out his heart.
Gross.
With this, the other bad guy finally has a body to use. But the reincarnation goes wrong because this is the worst wizard in the world. And the corpse is reborn as a vampire. How bad is this guy's luck?
This is the best wizard. I like to think he's doing this on purpose. He just really hates this guy, and he's like, I don't know this Billy Chung guy. I want your money, but he like, I want to kill Billy Chung. I don't care. I will pay you. What do you want? I want zombies. Okay. He just has them kill them. It's like, they killed me. Yeah, they're zombies. They do that. Give me a new body. All right. Oh, hey, there's a new dead thing, which he probably made. He's like, you can have his body. I'm a vampire now. Yeah, that happens.
The fact that this other guy whose body shows up is just completely unrelated to the rest of the plot is...
Zombie man shows up to kill his dad, and he just...
Yeah, he was already... I guess that maybe that's why it goes wrong, right? Because he was already undead. Yeah. And maybe they didn't know that, so Billy Chong kills this guy.
I think that the wizard knew it and doesn't say anything.
No, I am on board with your theory of this guy being just a massive troll.
Yeah. I troll the dead. What have you done today?
Finally, in this episode, we have Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave.
Ghost Punch.
Yeah, the name of this, the real name of this, by the way, is Yin Ji, if you're, I guess, a Thai person from where it's from.
Actually, he doesn't do Kung Fu, but Goku does come back from the dead to punch a dude for messing with the sun at one point.
So he dies?
Several laws of the universe and the laws of the dead.
Isn't that what Goku does?
Well, yeah, but he is himself dead. So the rule is that unless something else allows you, you can't leave. But he just teleports out, punches the dude, and comes back. And then he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I did that." And King Kai's like, you can't do that, Goku. Stop doing that."
The gates of hell open to let out the ghosts of the dead Chun's. No. Sorry, there's a period there missing. Let out the ghosts of the dead. The gates of hell open to let out the ghosts of the dead.
As opposed to the ghosts of the living. And the mostly
they're still
dead.
Inside their bodies.
Yes. My ghost is still here.
Yeah. Also, that was a lot of ghosts.
There's been a lot of dead.
Yeah, I've heard people, like, have you ever heard the statistic that, like, there are more people alive today than have ever been alive?
Yeah, that's dumb. That's not even close to being
true. It's not even possible. Yeah. So there's a lot more ghosts than there are people. I'm assuming it's all the ghosts of the dead right now. Like,
well, the ones that are in hell.
Oh, okay, that's true. Maybe that's not very many. It's like 3 guys. It's like Hitler and Judas and...
you gotta be really bad to get to hell.
I'm trying to think of the third.
Mussolini,
yeah.
Stalin.
Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. Chun Sing is visited by his deceased father, who was in hell, apparently.
Chilling with Mussolini and Stalin. Jeez, how bad was your dad?
Wow. That's the worst part of that. It's like, hi, son, I'm back from the dead. Okay, great, but why do you smell like brimstone? Well, bad luck. It turns out that Jesus guy was right. We should not have been following the Buddha this whole time.
Wah, wah.
Who tells the young man that his enemy is a priest who commands the dark forces of black magic.
It's a kung fu movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no kung fu mentioned in the description, but let's just assume that he fights some ghosts.
It is called Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave.
Maybe his dad is a kung fu guy?
I was going to say, is his dad going to, like, possess him and make him fight because his son doesn't know how to do kung fu?
Oh, that would be...
And then they have, like, some deep, like, conversations about, you know, him controlling him and making him want to be what he wants him to be. But he wants to live his own life without kung fu.
There's also the humor.
Like, he's like, yeah, but you'll freaking die, you idiot.
But there's also the humor of, like, he's trying to hit on somebody. His dad, like, either doesn't approve or, like, takes over. And he's like, hey, I know how to do this better. It's like, Dad, you're ruining my life. Luckily.
Meanwhile, evil priest with dark magic. And the other undead that have escaped hell.
Luckily, Chun Sing gets help from a magic book, a group of friendly ghosts, and a house full of hookers.
I think the last one was his dad's idea. He's been in hell for a little while, and he gets lonely.
My favorite part of that, he doesn't get help from the hookers. He gets help from the house.
It's the house full of hooker. He gets help from
it's like
every hooker.
Oh, I just wanted to imagine this giant, like, walking house, sort of with the mouth for a door flashing open, and it's just crammed full of hookers. Like,
this house is like some ancient shrine that's just been converted to a whorehouse, and he needs the power of that. But meanwhile, there's just like people having sex behind doors, and he's like, "Guys, I need to focus, trying to stop the evil from escaping hell." Okay.
By the way, you're going there. It turns out it's a real place.
My dad, now he used to frequent. Isn't that right, Dad? Son, not right now. Yeah, I'm talking to people, Dad.
It got deep and theological there at the end.
Yeah, it did. Are those friendly ghosts also from hell, or are they just happen to be chilling and be like,
just because they're in hell doesn't mean they can't be friendly, Brantley.
That's true. They can be nice, bad people.
Yeah, I think that's possible. That is all we have, though, for this week.
Yeah.
A little bit of a shorter episode. That's okay, though.
It was kung fu-tastic.
Yeah, I think we're going to we won't do all Thai stuff. Like, we've been heavy on the Thai stuff for the last couple of episodes. We'll do other things.
Yeah, we did Japanese before.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, it's been, you said the word, kung fu-tastic. It's been there.
Okay.
And I think we'll do other things going forward. But that's all we have for now. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, where we have exclusive episodes every month for our patrons. And you could be one of those for as little as... I don't know how many dollars a month, Brantley. I'm going to look it up right now because I have my computer.
You have the technology. Literally.
And you can get access to those for as little as $5 a month. So check that out, and we'll see you guys next week with another episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.